Hi, this is Mike Sr. Welcome to part two of turning caps into atoms. The path for turning caps into atoms is get to 100 on the season board as quickly as possible, then complete your dailies and your weeklies like normal using boosts and rerolls for epic if you have them. And then once you're to 100, use your wander posters to trigger bounties in between public events to get to 150 in the season as quickly as possible. And finally, use the tickets that you've earned to turn in for atoms. One of the easiest things you could do every day is go to any of the vendors at the train stations and sell whatever you have. I like to sell off the serums that you get in the events these days. You get 269 for them if you don't have any special buffs set up for getting more caps. And then anything else that you have to sell off really quickly, that's $1,400 a day. And then sometimes they have the special events where you could get more caps from the vendors. Since I'm optimizing my vendor to basically make as many caps as possible so that I could buy wanted postage to eventually trade those for atoms. What I found is regularly having a full vendor with as many of the categories represented, excuse me, as possible. And I try to offer decent prices. The only thing I really charge a lot more for is the 4-star weapons and armor that you get from the infestations. So let's look at some of the other vendors that are out there. That's what my vendor looks like. Pretty much all the categories filled. And because of that, I see a lot more people coming to my vendor. Before, I used to have like 4 or 5 different categories. Well, let's look at this. Now, that's a decent selection. I would definitely visit that camp. That's got a bunch of mods. I like buying mods, so I'd go there. Well, if you want plans, you go there. In fact, I spend some days where that's all I do is just go to everybody else's camps. You get to see their camps and you get to see what they have for sale. But really, as I said earlier, the more things you have for sale, and especially people are looking for the 4-star mod armor and weapons. So if you have them, that's a good possibility they'll check it out and see what you have. See if it's a hunter's rolling pin or not. In the comments below, please let me know what you like to sell in your vendor. Plus, what makes you go to somebody's camp to buy something? What do you see that you like? I like selling 4-star mods, weapons, and armor. I like completing the raids, especially because you get so much stuff to sell. Plus, you get like 100 to 200 caps for finishing each stage. I sell to a train vendor every day. I complete bounty hunts and high cap special events. I get rare items every once in a while, and some of them I keep, some of them I sell, and then finally, I do the high volume thing sometimes, like I sell canned coffee quite a bit. So please let me know what you like to sell and what you like to buy. My name is Mike Sr. Thanks for watching. Have yourself a great day.